Hello everyone, I really apologise, but we're back in action now, as someone's just missed their invite. Apologise for the bugs and all that. We're back, but yeah, so Shortbread takes pole position from Isaac Smart, with a very good performance from his point of view. Tabby Dopdex and Billy Misu, the Mercedes, cover the second row, so very solid for both Mercedes drivers. De Hebler takes P5, Simon at Apex and Matt to the Haas duo takes P6 and P7. DBD with a good P8, P9 for Heblerino, and Joshi takes the top 10, MRCS 11th, RP to 12th, and then Orange takes P13, the man who is in the Super League for the main leagues, which is basically good news for him. But that ends of qualifying. Very sorry for the technical issues, but there was a glitch on F1. But yeah, I think we're back. But low line, I was just saying that was a pretty quick qualifying and pretty annoying one because of all the bugs. But hello to Pierre in the chat. Pretty interesting qualifying. Pretty close between the top 7.
Yeah. Isaac Smart, unfortunately, was nearly 2 tenths up on his time, but he lagged out right at the end of his lap, so I think Isaac Smart could have taken pole away from Shortbread. The two Mercedes have had a great quali, but the two Alfa Romeos, the two duo of Orange and Alpita, just like in round 1 in Bahrain, have had a really big struggle in qualifying in race 1. So, yeah. That's my point of view. So yeah, so it's been good.
Yeah. So we're around the circuit port car, which people say it's a very annoying circuit because you can invalidate most of the corners around here, but we know that it can produce a bit of decent racing. I'm not going to say good racing because people might definitely disagree with that, but I know that this will produce some decent racing for these guys here at the weekend. Unfortunately, I've got only 14. I'm not sure what happened with the other 6. They maybe couldn't just precipitate or just forgot that the weekend league is live today, but hopefully you get some more. But hello to everyone in the chat. And yeah, a very, very unfortunate with the technical issues happening. A bit late, but so now we're in the first race. So now we're into the formation lap, yes. And now we're going to be starting, finally now, getting into action with the French Grand Prix here. So Shortbread, the championship leader, is in the first row of pole position. Yeah.
Isaac Smart. I don't know. He just didn't start there, but I think he started now. I just wanted to say that the bottom 4, all except Orange are on medium. So MRCS, Arpita, and JMB Surreal are on the medium tyres. So it could be seen an overcut, which could put them up into the top 10, give them some decent points.
Yeah, so let's see what's going to happen. Hopefully there's not a lot of chaos or any bad stuff, but I'm just going to quickly send an invite to Isaac Smart. Gav, just let me know in the chat if anyone needs an invite. I can just pop him an invite if I do, but hopefully everything works. But yeah, I've sent Isaac Smart an invite, but yeah, just let me know if someone needs an invite. Just quickly invite them unless if I don't have them as an ad, but I do have Isaac Smart, so I'll just quickly invite him. But now going back into the action, yeah, so Isaac Smart in AI mode, I think, who is starting is now so apologies for what is at the screen. We're just Isaac Smart can't be invited. He's not joining, and yeah, me and Gavra just trying to invite him, but he's not working. So I'm just gonna pop him an invite again, Gav. So I just got onto the control, but so I'm just gonna quickly send his last invite. So was going to just send as much invites, but yeah, apologise everyone. I really apologise, but yeah, but now we're going to go racing now, and very soon. So Shortbread going to be starting from the first row, and Low Line, we're going to be now starting.
Yeah. So Shortbread gets a good start, he will probably get really far away from Isaac Smart. And I think Isaac Smart, if he's not joined, I think he'll go to the back of the grid because maybe.
Yeah. So I was going to say, sorry for getting you in there, but yeah, he's going to start from second actually on the grid, as now the whole grid has been absolutely bunched up. But now the lights are going to be, as now we are into an AI bug. Isaac Smart has basically jumped into a start. This is a bug, but now we actually lights out and away we go. And this is a very good start for Shortbread. He gets well ahead, but so three-way between the Ferrari, as there's big contact between the Mercedes, as now is Heberino soaring around the outside. That is Orenzi spinning out. No, Arpita actually. Yes, Arpita spinning out, but Isaac Smart is starting when the first 5 actual red lights came out. And now Shortbread will quickly catch up to it because he's in under AI, but that's a great start for Shortbread. He now takes 9/10 ahead of Tabby Top Dex, was now with the header, pulls out to try and send down Tabby Top Dex. Tabby Top Dex goes a bit deep, but still stays ahead. But now this is the header's opportunity now. Can he try and get potential P2 basically? As now they're going to be soaring down the pair of him now, as the both of them. Can they try? Can the Hebler try and get past? No, he can't.
I mean, they're all getting very close to Hebler. Oh, Billy Misu actually had to brake there to avoid running into the back of the Hebler. Racy and DBD are fighting at the back for 11th position. But this four-way battle between the Ferraris and the Mercedes for effective P2 has also allowed Shortbread to pull a 1.6 second gap. So he's got a very big advantage.
Yeah, so that is Josh, getting ahead of saying that Apex with the route. He actually round the outside move into the final corner, and that is one done. And he's now has some that Apex get a fantastic exit out of turn 2. But now they're going to go side by side through the curves now into the heavy braking zone of turn 4, 5, I believe. But now Joshi gets a bit forced off the track there as some that Apex gets ahead and retakes P8. But Joshi now gets a 3-second time penalty of multiple wounds. But now the pair of them are fighting, are squabbling there for position. But at the moment, some that Apex has took P2, as at the moment Isaac Smart leading the way, and he's still not back. I was going to quickly send out another invite, but yeah, Low Line, very good start for Shortbread, and he's already pulled up 2 seconds at lap 2.
Oh, yeah, I can see a sort of DRS train forming. Oh, that's very close. From Matza near Heblerino, but there's a sort of DRS train forming from Shortbread all the way down to, I would say, Joshi. So could we see a lot of things and overtakes happening with the DRS? Speaking of, the Hebler has actually sort of pulled away from Billy Misu, so Billy Misu could be holding other people up, but I'm not going to say anything yet. Tabby Top Dex is just coming through the first 1-2 chicane, and I think, yeah, so he's being pretty clean so far, so everything should be all good.
Yeah, so Orange now getting past MRCS, who is on the medium, so on an alternate strategy, as though DBD's shoving him or pushing him around the track. As that's the Hebler, yes, he does get a 3-second time penalty for track limit. Well, what is this? Isaac. Yeah. As I see, Isaac Smart has joined, but he might be forced to give that position back. So sure, but I'm definitely it's not going to happen. But he has joined now. He's going to take control of this Alpine, but I'm not sure if Shortbread might have to stay out to P2. But yeah, I hope everything's gonna go back. But so yes, now Dr. Drery Van Zweed. It goes Mats and Simon. So Apex and Mats are being cheered on here. This is the teammate battle between Heblerino and the Hebler at the moment. Very good.
Isaac Pack.
Yes, Isaac is now in the car, so this is fantastic. Now Billy Reese gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that could be very punishing. But as you can see, we've got the fantastic overlays here with the teammate battle between us. Now something like as Orange now picks up the fast lap of 32.4, I believe that was. But Orange now going to be starting to push now with those tyres, but there was a great overlay there to show the Ferrari, the constructor of the two brothers fighting. But Heblerino, I think he has pitted, and he's right behind the rear of Billy Bisou. That's amazing graphics. Yeah, very sorry there. So yeah, Piero. That's amazing graphics. Yeah, well done. Yeah, that very good graphics. But DBD now gets past MRCS with the DRS assistance, and Lola, you can now carry on.
So Shortbread, even with Isaac Smart actually driving, is sort of still gaining on Isaac Smart. Tabby Top Decks actually has taken quite a wider line, and has lost some time for Shortbread through there. Obviously, Heblerino pitting with Billy Miso, and Heblerino almost jumped Billy Miso in the pit, actually. So, DBD, speaking of, Isaac Smart into the pit lane. Who was that? Yeah, Isaac Smart and the Hebler and Tabby Top Deck. So, everyone in a sort of fight, apart from Shortbread, are actually into the pit lane. So, this will be interesting.
Yes, now they'll be going to the pit lane for those yellow striped medium tyres, but MRC is now going to make the move to the inside of DBD, as DBD has to yield position as now there's the AlphaTauri now of JB Surreal pulling out to go down the inside of DBD. DBD goes brave round the outside, and he takes P5 at the moment, as now, as you said, Lowline, the leaders of Pitters. DBD gets a 3-second time penalty for track. Hello to Indian Gaming, aka X Natty G, who is a very, very good driver, as well as Piero, as they will be both competing in the Super League. The best, but now DBD goes a bit wide as MRCS capitalises it, but DBD is still sticking that wheel in there, but he's going to go down in. No, he's not. As he's put off the throttle there. JB Surreal now takes P5, and that is a great move from JB Surreal. And I'm not sure, I think DBD let off the throttle there, as that was very, very brave, and he could have just kept the throttle on. As I said, that Apex gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that could be punishing as Shortbread, the championship leader, dives into the pits for those yellow-strapped medium tyres to go on the McLaren MCL 35M. And now he's going to soar back into the race. Maybe into the race lead. Let's see Low Lion, who can Isaac pull the undercut, and he has actually by a big margin.
Tabby, no. Tabby is probably going to be right on the back of Shortbread, so the undercut has actually sort of worked for these drivers, but that's all. Tabby, with a 3-second time penalty, he went very wide there. So now that's Shortbread, and he's got to try and catch up to Isaac Smart. He was right on the back of our pitter and could be getting held up by our pitter. So I'm not sure, because this is Shortbread's chance, and he's got to capitalise before Isaac Smart overtakes our pitter and gets into clean air.
Yes, so now this is crucial. Yes, so speaking of now Isaac Smart, now this is crucial now as now Alpita lets Isaac Smart pass, gives him a bit of a battle, but now Alpita now is gaining on Isaac Smart. Is he going to dive down the inside? Now Shortbread has to capitalise on this because these guys will be battling. Isaac Smart unfortunately has to yield, but now Isaac tries the outside. They make some contact.
Hand of Alpita really squeezing Isaac Smart off, and the hand of rage went up in Alpita's cockpit. So and they were making contact on the front wing, and Isaac Smart is right on Alpita's bumper. And I don't think he's very happy. This is all allowing Shortbread to just catch up. Oh, Isaac Smart. Was that Isaac Smart or Alpita? I think it may have been Alpita. He had a massive snap there, and that's allowed Isaac Smart to get past him. And I think that battle is probably going to be over.
So, yeah, that is over now for Alpita. Alpita going very defensive. So he's doing Shortbread a bit of a hand there and gaining a bit of time on Isaac Smart, but yeah, Tabby Doptes now gets past Simon at Apex, who is on the fresh tyres, but Simon at Apex is at the moment now fighting for P2 and P3, as Billy Misha as well, with Heblerino and the Hebler as well tune into that battle. I know Rainsy is as well, Joshi as well, as Mats is now catching up. So now Simon at Apex.
Oh, Tabby, another 3-second time penalty for Tabby top decks, which means he has 6 seconds. Whatever time penalty is. So that is Tabby, in my opinion, most certainly out for the win. And Simon at Apex is using all of his ERS. He's only got 3% ERS left just to try and catch up the Shortbread for the net P2. But Tabby top decks could be fighting back here. So Shortbread is 2.2 away from Alpita. So he's gonna have a fight with Alpita, I think Shortbread is. So I'm not sure, but MRCS now goes into the pit lane.
Yeah, so now MRCS now is diving into the pits as JB Surreal keeps on leading this race on the medium tyres. So JB Surreal going to be now rapid with these fresh soft tyres, who do tend to go very quick, but wear very quickly. As hello to Steph Wise as Castengle. And yeah, so at the moment, Shortbread leading, Isaac Smart leading by 6 seconds now. So around, no, not 6 seconds, 4.3 seconds. So Shortbread losing heaps of time, and now has to get past Arpita.
Yeah.
So it's around, yeah.
I'm a little bit confused. I don't know if it's Isaac Smart's fault, but that jump start off the line due to the AI bug has actually really helped him out here, and I don't know if he's going to have to yield that position to Shortbread, because he gained at least 7.5 seconds off the line, and obviously that's allowed him to have this lead. So what do you think about that?
Honestly, I'm not really sure, but maybe Isaac Smart has to give the position. I'm not sure what's going to happen. But it's not anyone's fault. Obviously, it's the game's fault basically, because not Isaac's fault because of his Wi-Fi. His everyone's Wi-Fi does lag out sometimes. All the game just lags out. But yeah, he's back now. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this, but I'm sure something's going to get sorted. About Evans, that Arpita, yes, he did indeed. He does get a 3-second time penalty, I believe, or 5 seconds. Actually a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. The speed in the pit lane here is very harsh and very common to happen, because you don't know when to brake because of how weird the pit entry is. And yeah, so now there's going to be a big train, a low lion from Heblerino down to Matza. So now it's about for the top 5, but now it's a three-way battle now, for second and third, and for the podium positions. So this is going to be a very jam-packed end to the race. So hopefully we get a lot of action, as now the soft runners medium runners have now pit for their fresh rubber. As now there's Billy Misu. Billy Misu.
So unlucky with that. I think he made some contact with one of the Heblerino brothers. I don't know whether it was Di Hebler or Heblerino. But he also got a 3-second time penalty there. And now, Orense. Oh, wow, massive contact. Massive contact. I don't know if Orense has actually got front wing damage there. De Hebler broke very, very early. And Orense went right at the back of him. I think Orense has actually got some front wing damage. So he's going to have to box for a new front wing. So unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver who was looking so quick on these medium tyres.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate for Oji. He does have to go into the pit, and that is really unfortunate. So hopefully, yeah, but that will definitely be maybe a claim put in. But that's very unfortunate for Orange. They're going to be dropping down now. Yeah, that's a brand new front wing, but that's a very unfortunate for Billy Meese as well, who's running in such a good race, and he has just no luck at the moment here. And yeah, very unfortunate for him as well. But there was big contact. But at the moment, Isaac Smart now leads by 3.2 seconds because of that start.
Simon.
But at the moment, Isaac Smart still leads from Shortbread, rather than basically same margin.
Simon at Apex is actually getting really close to Shortbread. And Shortbread's P2 could actually be in a bit of jeopardy from Simon at Apex, but I also forgot to bear in mind that Simon at Apex does actually have a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Heblerino as it stands. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, that's very close. Between Joshi and Heblerino. So they're going to go side by side through these final corners. And they're still side by side, and actually Heblerino has to give up the place to Joshi. So Tabbied Hot Deck. Let me just have a quick snap of penalties, and you can keep going. Yeah, you keep going because you know.
Yeah. So at the moment there is a lot of action. There's a 2x2. Yes, between as now Joshi absolutely sending it there with his elbows out, still goes ahead of to Hebler, and now Matza going to the inside, but Heblerino breaks incredibly late. Yes, Heblerino breaks incredibly late, and now Matza's just all around him, and he's just trying to overtake him, as he does get a bit of a snap on the rear, as he has no ERS. His rear light is flashing, but Matza is looking for the move, but now Hebler and Joshi now fighting. Who's going to get ahead? Hebler's going to get ahead, but Joshi now, and he's going to get a very good exit. As he prepares, that was a great exit indeed. As now he's going to now go to the inside of turn 10.
No ERS.
There's no rest with both of them, and it's still side by side. But the Hebler still is.
Broke very late again. No, very early again does the Hebler. That's the exact same thing that caused Orense to go into him. So the Hebler breaking very early at that corner, and very sudden as well, and that has to be based on the other drivers' reaction times have got to be really good to try and avoid that. So Simon at Apex is really gaining on Shortbread. We could see a move for P2, and he's going to have to pull out 5 seconds in 2 laps, which I don't think is going to happen. So on track, Simon at Apex could possibly get to P2. Joshi and the Hebler, and Joshi has actually made a move on the Hebler, and the Hebler with a 3-second time penalty.
So yeah, it's 9 seconds added to his name on race time. So the Hebler not having a good race when it comes to pit for time penalties. So yeah, obviously track limits here are very harsh, as Origi does pick up the fastest lap with a 32.1, which is at least something to pull out there. But very unfortunate for Origi. As now that's Hebler and Joshi, and they're side by side, low line, very close between the pair of them.
Oh, De Hebler had a big snap out there, and this is going to allow Joshi to try and go round the outside at this corner, which I don't know the name of. And are they going to make contact? And is De Hebler going to do his sudden braking move through there? He doesn't. He actually just does well. And Matza, really sent it there. Matza, yeah, he really sent it. And as it stands, it will be Heblerino in P5 and Matza in P6. The Hebler will be pushed behind Yoshi. So,
Yeah.
Matza, wow, Matza. And Matza actually gets a 3-second time penalty now because he was trying to get past Heblerino, and Heblerino gives him a massive squeeze.
Yes, he gets a bit forced off the track there, which compromises his exit. But now this is the final lap of the French Grand Prix, as now this is the final shot for these drivers. It's been an excellent battle, a lot of action, a lot of content as well in the race. But now it's just soaring now. It's just flat out to the line. But Matza does a very miraculous dive down the inside. I'm not sure if he got some damage. But that is very unfortunate for him. Everyone weaving now to break the slipstream. As now
Matza with 0 ERS.
Yeah, Matza has no ERS, so now it's not going to be very easy now for Matza to overtake. But I think the Hebler just seems safe to win this, to get P5. But the Heblerino will take P5 unless he does get a penalty somehow in the final sector. But Isaac Smart somehow, after an AI starting first, was 7 seconds ahead, as now Peter gets the 3-second time penalty. Isaac Smart takes the checkered flag, sees it, and wins the French Grand Prix. And it could be a steward's decision there. So that Apex is a decision as unserved penalty. So let's see. So something like Apex.
The Hebler out of fuel! The Hebler out of fuel! The Hebler was out of fuel on the line. That's why Joshi actually overtook him on track. Right at the end. Hold on, Shortbread. Hold on. Shortbread got in front of Isaac Smart.
Yeah, so the Hebler unfortunately ran out of fuel on the final lap, which is just absolutely unfortunate. The last thing you basically want in the race, because he was running P5, I think, and that was a very good race. But yeah, that was a good race, but a bit of contact, and
Shortbread actually won, by the way.
Shortbread has won. Shortbread, wait.
Yeah.
Since when? Sorry. Since when did he win? What happened? Did he get like a penalty?
No, he didn't. That's just F1 for you. That is literally F1 summed up in a nutshell. There's the F1 2021 game summed up in a nutshell. Shortbread, I don't know if they've actually given that to Shortbread because of Isaac Smart's jump start.
So I think that is it. I'm just going to quickly see what happened, but I'm just going to just go on a final lap. Yeah, Shortbread hasn't given anything. Only a warning. Yes, only a warning. So I'm not sure what happened, but thank you. And you've gave me for good commentary. Thank you very much. But that is the race. A miraculous on Shortbread. Isaac Smart, Sunlight Apex complete the podium. The Tabby Dobnes, Heblerino, Matza, Joshi, the Hebler, Billy Meeson, JB Cyril completing the top 10. DBD, MRCS, R. Peter, and O. Rainsy complete the table. And that is a dismal race for Alfa Romeo, but I believe McLaren extend their lead, but now we're going to be sitting out for quite a very short time to get prepared for one-shot qualifying, and it's going to be an exciting one. We'll see you guys very, very soon for that, and we'll see you very soon.
So then, Shortbread is coming into the first corner. At the moment, he is in P1. So making sure to get a wide exit there, not invalidating. He's braking for this little tight chicane. Very hard braking, turning left and right, clipping the curb a little bit and the curb on the exit. He's making a little lift through there. Purple sector 1, obviously. He's in P1 as it stands in the one-shot quali. So Shortbread is coming through this main straight, activating DRS, taking the shortest so-called line, and he's going to brake at just before the 50-meter ball, taking a load of curb there and a load of curb there. Great exit for him. Just got to try and maintain the wheel spin. Coming through this sort of second straight. Someone has actually gone quicker than him in the second sector. You've got to be very careful here not to have overheated the tyres in the previous and you could spin. Going to take many risks going wide and clipping the curb and the apex through there. Great entry and exit. So coming through this final couple of corners, not getting too much on the curb, just to make sure not to invalidate it. So this second to last corner then comes through here, and then the final corner, got to make sure to get a good exit. Shortbread has a great exit there, enabling the DRS, shifting up to 7th. Up to 8th. It is going to be a 1:29.9 Matza P2, Billy Misu P3, Isaac Smart P4, Hebelarino disqualified due to invalidation on their lap. So, what do we think of that qualifying then? So, P1 is Shortbread, P2 Matza, P3 is Billy Misu, P4 is Isaac Smart, P5 is Simon the Apex in the Haas O'Reilly having a best qualifying in the one shot in P6, Joshy P7, DeHebla P8, DBD is P9 for the Williams team, in P10 is MRCS, in P11 is JMB Surreal, in P12 is Arta and Tabby Toplex and Hebelarino invalidated on their lap, so unfortunately they're going to be starting from the back of the grid in P13 and P14.
Yeah, so that was a close one, but that is the track record when it comes to the weekend league, with Quick Mick having the record lap here around Paul Ricard with a 1:30.20. So by 3/100ths, Shortbread currently holds the fastest lap here in the weekend league around the circuit of Paul Ricard in F1 2021. So very good lap there from Shortbread, which gives him pole position by 0.69 seconds as this sunny spells around Paul Ricard or Le Castellet. As the one shot quali was pretty gloomy around, but at the moment it's going to be sunny spells, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have any glitches or any AI at the start like happened last race for thing. But I'm going to quickly have a look at the chat. Low line. So I'm patient to start the Super League season and see my name's graphic on these graphics.
Straight away, or is there another formation lap?
It's formation lap.
Formation lap, perfect. So yeah, that was a very interesting qualifying. So Shortbread yet again is going to be on pole position. So interesting is the bottom four of JMB Surreal, Arbiter, Tabby Top Decks and Hebelarino are all on the medium tyre. So they are thinking to end the race on the soft tyre to be quicker, which is an interesting strategy. What do we think about that one?
I'm back now. So that Shortbread guy looks fast. Yeah, he is very quick. Last from season 4, season 5, he has not been that bad, but since season 6, he has been an absolute rocket. Obviously, he didn't win the championship, but he's now the championship leader, and he's gonna be a bit shortened on it, but he's still gonna have a strong. That looks a bit better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was expecting a bit better from O'Reilly because he's a Super League driver, so So maybe O'Reilly will show something in this race, but the two Hasses start P5, P2, so the Hasses look better to be fighting back after their form on Spain, which was just amazing form.
There's a lot of dust kicked up. A lot of dust through there kicked up by Matza. I'm not sure what was happening, but there was tons of dust.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him, but from probably what the most surprising was Tabby Dopdex because he invalidated, obviously, but the Alphas start to be looking to fight back after they did was job of taking the last 2 positions, but now we're going to be lining up on the grid to start the second race. But remember, it's going to be the F2 point system format, so the points will be halved, so we're not going to be full F1 format like 25 points and 26 with a fast lap. Only that, it will be 1 plus 1 point for the fastest lap, but hopefully we'll get an amazing race. But now, Schumann will take the first good slot. Matt's Billy Misu. Hopefully he can now capitalise this race. That's a good one after being so unlucky now. Joshi now line up, and now Heblerino line up, and now the grid has shaken up. And as now the revs rise, not yet, but the revs are going to be now starting to rise. As his lights down, away we go. Schubert gives a fantastic
great start.
Matza does not get the best of starts. Not as better as Schubert, who gets a good start. Now it leads into turn 1. Leads into turn 1.
Isaac Smart. Isaac Smart is round. Isaac Smart is round and now at the back of the grid. I don't know what's happened to Isaac Smart. I think he got clipped. And that's another person. Oh my gosh. An MLCS. It's also round. It's all kicking off in the first few corners at Le Castellet in France.
Yes, so I saw that Isaac Smart, I think, clipped the rear right of the Hebler, so big contact there with Isaac Smart, who did not have a very good start. The previous race winner takes obviously is now P13 sadly, but Schubert with a good start. But Mats are now looking very, very, very dangerous in the Haas, who is close, but now he's got 40% of the RS, he's used 60% in the first lap. But now Shortbread still in the lead as now Mats is just pushing him around the corners, and the Haas's have made a fantastic start. And now Isaac Smart now getting past JMB, who's on the medium tires. I know he likes being on the mediums at the start if he's not outside the top 10. But at the moment, now the Hebler now rounding the final corner, and now he's going to be now looking to try and get past Joshi, and he's got as a Shortbread obviously sets a fast lap. The first car to cross the line does set the fastest lap. As now Matza.
Tabby top decks.
Tabby top decks and Heblerino.
Contact Heblerino round. Oh my gosh. And actually, oh my god, that's massive. Our pitter and JMB Surreal actually drives straight into our pitter. That's massive front wing damage for JMB Surreal. And I heard that gasp. Sexify. That was a massive gasp from you.
That is a massacre there at the exit of turn 3. That is an absolute massacre there. Contact between our Peter and JB Surreal. JB Surreal, look at the damage from the British driver. He's got front wing end plate damage, so he's got to box. And just notice how much weight damage you get, and just look how much understeer you get, and the lack of speed into the corners you get. But that was a very big crash, and yeah, that was massive.
I mean, if I'm honest, I'm surprised either Arpita or JMB Surreal are not out of this race. After that heavy of a crash, I'm surprised they aren't out. That was a full ram, and I mean, yeah, that was a massive crash.
Yeah, that was a massive crash. JMB Surreal has to pull into the pits now, and unfortunately, as Rainsy goes, as Samurai Apex picks up the first half of 32.8. Fantastic lap from the Dutch driver. And his brother now
switchback that was. That was a great switchback. And they're going to go side by side. Is there going to be contacts? There's not quite a clean pass from Orishi there.
Yes, Orishi now takes P3 Alpita with a 3-second time penalty. Jamie beats Real now. Let's see, he's probably going to go on the hards or the soft. we're just going to quickly see, yeah, he is going to go on a hard. You can't go 10 laps on a soft. The Dutchies, by the way. So I'm going to call these guys the Dutchies instead of the Haas cars. The Hassy Dutchies. The Haas Dutchies. I'll call them that then. But yeah, DVD now gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits violations. As now, yeah, this race is getting very, 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 very spicy. As now, Mats has got no ERS, 5%. And now Shortbread has got a bit left, so he could use that to try and get out of the DRS. Billy Misu now using as now Matza goes a bit wide though, as now.
So did some in the Apex. Some in the Apex went pretty wide.
Yeah, so now Billy Misu now pressurizing, giving as much pressure now. Billy Misu looking to the inside there of Matza, so Matza Simon that Apex all around him as though Billy Misu sees though he has no rear flashlight. He's not going to get him here, but now Matza has to throw the car now because he needs this DRS because
and he has a red flashing light.
Yes, so that signals he's no deployment, so he can't use the overtake button, which gives him more power on the straight. So now as Billy Misu has 55%. Which is very, very good for him.
Matza really wide there. I think that actually gained him some time to try and get away from Billy Misu, actually.
Yes, so now Billy Mishu's still there. Now Isaac Smart gets past Javi Dopdex with DRS. And now takes P8, and he's making a very good fight back, I should say, Low Lion. And he is making a very good recovery after making contact. Now he's following the man who he made contact with, the German De Hebler.
Yeah, so Isaac Smart's comeback is really starting to get a move on Billy Misu. Incredibly close to Matza. And I think in this huddle, Matza is the only one with below 20 ERS. Yeah, he is in this little cluster of cars all the way down to, I think, Orangey. He's the only one who is below 20% ERS. So he's really got to stay in that, he's got to stay in that DRS of Shortbread.
Yes, that is the perfect DRS train. There's just cars, just look at this DRS train. If you look from afar, if you look at Shortbread, just look at the cars just flying around, but no, some that Apex down inside the boat. That is very big. Some of that Apex just get a bit of a wiggle. Joshi now captures, goes round the outside, but he unfortunately can't make another cut here work massively. But Gavra, if you have noticed, from Isaac Smart, he has pulled out a 1.6 extra gap because of the overcut he had, but I'm not sure if the AI had when he came back he had any tyre wear. I'm not sure if that is a thing, but I think it is. But maybe just Isaac had the pace. But yeah, at the moment Billy's a bit far now, so maybe something's happened to him because of battling with Sam that Apex.
Maybe he's got some sidepod damage.
So maybe he has got some sidepod damage, but I'm not sure about that. But I'll doubt it. But I don't think he has any damage unless he had a very big hit in the sidepods. I'm just quickly checking. He does not look like he has sidepod damage. He goes into the pit.
Close.
And I was close now. But as Orangey now pulls into the pits now, unfortunately Simon Apex has to now carry the lead.
Ooh, good Shortbread get held here as Joshi is going into the pits, and I think Shortbread actually got held there.
Yes, he has been held, so that is going to hamper him, but...
It's Matza. Matza is going to jump Shortbread. Matza is up into P1 due to Shortbread being held. Oh my goodness.
That is going to be a very annoying one there for Shortbread, but Shortbread is now basically P2 right now, but now Matza, remember, he has no ERS. He likes to deploy it. It's like he's just very, very immune to that. Now Matza doesn't have a DRS, so now Shortbread has to get a very good exit And now just not going to be, let's see now, Matza pulling out now. No ERS there, but Matza has no DRS for him, but that is just not enough to get past Matza. But after getting jumped, after getting held up in the pit lane, he has to now work on passing Matza, who is now closing in on Shortbread. But now Joshi and Isaac Smart are now battling for position. They are side by side, the Alpine and the Aston Martin, as Isaac Smart pulls out ahead of Joshi, and now Joshi is in P10 with no ERS. Sam Apex now pulls into the pits, so now we have to now see.
This could be an interesting one.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to see now what will happen now to Sam Apex. Now, let's see what can happen. What will actually happen. So now, Sam Apex now with the medium strap tyres. As now, let's see. So now Matza is there. Sam Apex is there. So it's going to be pretty tight. But let's see. Is he going to try? Or is he just behind Billy Mises? So the overcut.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Shortbread round! I cannot believe it! I cannot believe it! Oh my god!
That is very defining now, because that is very big. That is very big, because Shortbread is the championship leader. And now he unfortunately
lost it again.
Where's the hello to Bon Evil? Where's the telemetry? It hasn't been turned on yet, but now.
Oh, Simon! Oh my gosh! This is a massive fight. Oh, weaving on the straight. Billy Misu is actually past Matza and is up into a net P1 position.
So Billy Misu is now looking.
Oh, did he make contact with our pitter there?
Oh, it's all now unravelling here, low line. Here right now is just absolute chaos now. The battles, but I think it was contact between the Alfa Romeo of Orense and Simon Apex. As now they go side by side. This is absolute Titanic battling there. Billy Misu does get ahead of our Peter. So now, let's see what's going to happen. This is just chaos, low lion.
And now, Casey is right on the back of Simon Apex. And let's not forget about Isaac Smart. He could be in the battle for a podium.
Yeah, exactly.
And Orense gets round the outside of Simon Apex. And now Isaac Smart is right on the back of Simon Apex and actually going to make a move on him into turn 3. There's contact. There's massive contact with Isaac Smart and Orense. And I think Orense has actually had to brake really early. And there's contact between our Peter and Matza. And Matza's been falls wide and it's all kicking off. What the heck is going on with Isaac Smart's car? That's someone round. That's our Peter out of the race. And Isaac Smart with a 3-second time penalty. I'm so confused on what's actually just gone on. Oh my god, that's someone else out. That's Orense. Out. Oh my god.
Isaac Smart.
And Isaac Smart. And it's a full safety car. And I'm not going to lie, this brings Shortbread right back into the question for the win.
What in the heck is going on? Does Isaac Smart have a puncture?
And
no, he doesn't.
And the two adding insult to injury from the really poor races that the two Alfa Romeos have actually had. Adding insult to injury, they're both out and retired. This is unbelievable. And Tabby Top Decks, hold on, Tabby Top Decks. Good Tabby Top Deck, use this to his advantage. It's going to be on the fresh soft tyre.
Oh, okay. This could be
Tabby
Mercedes
Top Deck
too.
Going to be in shot for a win.
Wow, that was just chaos. That was chaos.
All kicked off.
That was just chaos. But Tabby Dopdex now is going to be dropping, and that is P5. Tabby Dopdex from P13 to P5.
And on fresh softs.
Bon Evil saying, might think of our return to take another title to my name. Woo, so Bon Evil thinking of a return. Pierre saying, I was sure I would have finished with a crash today. There was too much cars. There was just like about the top 6 or 7.
Matza
Matza colliding with Joshi, so obviously if you take the little steps, I mean, if you touch on something which you don't think you have touched, as divide the screen there, but yeah, but as you can see, to da, the Aston Martin safety car.
Look at that thing.
That is a very cool little, yeah, so as you see, they have added the Martin safety car to the game, but, yeah, so Isaac Smart now this is going to help Shortbread now, after that dismal spin, low line, this is going to help him. This is like a lifesaver, this is like a self-revive for his race, and now he will be now P6. But Tabby Dopdex, you have to watch him because he is on the soft tyres. He has the freshest tyres, I believe, on the grid. Heblerino has softs as well, so Tabby Dopdex could win here.
Yeah. My phone is actually about to die, so I'll be 2 seconds, and I just need to get my charger.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Lowline is gone for a quick second. I think that looks terrible also. Yeah, he had some glitches. I'm just going to quickly invite him back. But wow, it's like every... yeah, exactly, Bolivo. That was just absolute chaos. That's the definition of chaos right there, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos.
Yep,
that was
my charger.
Oh, there we go. That's very good news. But we've got 3 laps left, and yeah, that aftermarket safety car looks very nice. And obviously, because the aftermarket safety car, and you have to be very careful, because if you take a little steps, you could get a 5-second time penalty, which will harsh your race 5 times more. But hopefully that will not happen.
So yeah, I've got everything sorted. So I'm just going to actually have a little check of penalties. Let me just have a look. So Matza has got a 5-second penalty. Joshi has a 3-second, and Simon has a 3-second. So as it stands, Tabby Topdeck will be put up into P2 as long as he keeps it clean. But I'm going to check his warnings. So Tabby Topdeck has got 2 warnings. So he's got 3 warnings, but he's got 1 for a collision and 2 for track limits. So if he keeps his track limits 1 more time, that could make his race change and go upside down.
Well. Sorry there, but that was my phone. But yeah, so that's the safety car in this lap. So now I think Miso is going to be leading now for the first safety car as Gavra. Yeah, you have a word with them afterwards, because that was very, 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 very chaotic. But hopefully everything gets sorted by next race. But now we're going to be reliving the action. Now this is going to be flat out across the line like F1 sprint. Because now this is crucial now to get the best start. As yeah, now we're gonna be start off the line. Our Billy Misu now gonna be warming up the tires. As our Billy Misu starts very early, he doesn't caught anyone napping. But now Billy Misu moves to the slipstream. As now everyone's gonna be using the ERS. Heblerino's retired.
My gosh, what's happened to Heblerino?
Heblerino.
I'm not sure. Did he retire in the pit lane? I'm not sure, man. That's confusing. The Hebler and MSCS are actually side by side, and the Hebler is going to go for a move down the inside into turn 3, and he actually cut that chicane a little bit.
Yeah, so yeah, that was just chaotic. My.
Tabby top decks. Go on, you said on my...
Is now Billy Misu still takes the lead, so this could be his first win. So as the Tabby Top takes down the inside, they make bit contact, very amount contact between the Aston Martin and the Mercedes, but at the moment, as it stands, it's a Mercedes 1-2.
But we don't actually know the order yet.
Yes, but there's 2 laps left. But let's see.
Went very wide there.
Matza. Yeah, Matza closing in now, Billy Misu, but Matza using every ounce of ERS. He can't even use the ERS anymore. Because now
Yellows. Who's that? That's the Hebler. The Hebler crowd. 2 Ferraris. So the 2, well, obviously the Haas is doing quite well, but the Alfa Romeo and the Ferraris, 2 Ferrari-powered engine teams, are having a dismal race weekend. And Tabby Duplex has passed Matza.
So now this is going to be a 1-on-1 now for the race win. But Matza now closing out to the inside, but Tabby Duplex keeps that in the box. And now this is going to be a win now. A win now maybe for him, but Mercedes wants to incoming. Yes, there is a 1-2 right now. And a quick fact, we see a Mercedes 1-2 before in real life. So as there's a poll, who will win? That is Billy Misu.
Yeah.
Also, but looks like Tabby Duplex could win. But now obviously we have DRS on the final lap, so now this will go down to the wire.
I don't know. Could we see a Mercedes crash? Imagine a Mercedes crash.
I hope not.
Same.
Because if it will, then this race is going to be just too much. But now Tabby Duplex now going to be around the final corner. He just has the mechanical grip into the final corner, but now the DRS. Simon at Apex now. Speed with Joshi does get above a tweak with oversteer. And now the both of them now going to be side by side. Simon at Apex is behind now, has to pull in. As Shortbread now still 6. Tabby Duplex with a 3-second time penalty, so that is...
No, it doesn't matter. So, unless Billy Misu crashes...
Unless he gets a 3-second time penalty as well.
Oh, yellow!
Simon Apex.
No, wait, round on the final lap, and I actually think he reset the track.
He has reset the track, yes. Not sure if that's a disqualification, but Tabby Duplex now looks like he's just behind.
Unfortunate. And Tabby Duplex, I think he's just given this win to Billy Misu. I mean, he's accepting it, I think. He's accepting that Billy Misu is going to get his first win in the season.
Racing.
So, in Gavra Racing entirely. So, I mean, if I was racing, I wouldn't have got my first win yet, probably, because there's been 2 tracks that I'm quite fat.
Okay, so now Billy Misu now going to be running, but now Simon at Apex and I Look Smart now battling for position, jostling, but as well as under AI, but never mind. It's going to be a 1-2 for Mercedes. As a Shortbread as DBD spinning, but very unfortunate for him. But
so
Billy Misu is going to collect his first win of his career in Gavra Racing. It's a 1-2.
Shortbread, P3.
Shortbread after a spin takes P3, so that is something to pull out of the bag. P1 and P3 for the championship leader, who extends his championship lead even further.
And I've got to go.
Oh my golly gosh.
So thank you very much.
As we're not done yet, we have to obviously relive the results. We're not completely finished yet, as that was a race. P30 to P2. 4.
Yeah. Shortbread. Great race.
So Billy Misu takes P1, Tabby Duplex P2, Shortbread P3, Joshi P4, JB Cyril P5, MRCS takes P6, with Matza, Simon Apex, DBD, and the Heblet collecting the final points. Isaac Smart, Pig take P11 with Heblerino, Orange and Arpita DNFing there on the final lap. That was some race.
Oh yeah. anyways, yeah, like I said previously, I've got to go. So, thank you very much for this. So far, it's been a great couple of races here in France. See everybody next weekend for, I think, Austria.
Yes, I believe so. And bye.
Yeah.
See you then.
See you then.
So that was some race, chat. That was some race. That was chaos. That was absolute chaos. But yeah, that brings an end, unfortunately, to the race. And that was a hell of a race. That was chaos after chaos, with a big crash on the straight, with both drivers of both Alphas crashing. But yeah, that brings an end to the stream. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that, because that was just some stream. That was amazing, and I was very excited. But now we're going to relive quickly what's going to happen in this week. So no main F1 leagues this week. If I'm correct, next week on Monday, tomorrow to Friday, no weekend league or no main leagues. But on Friday, join Nazi, who will be taking for you a spin around GT Sports, and Saturday for GT Sport Group 2 and Group 1, or Group A and Group B. And on Sunday, it's going to be me and Lowline taking you for a spin around Austria for round 3, where we will be all collecting together for round 4 and 5, round 4, 5 and 6, actually. I apologise there. Yeah, so round 5 and 6 for Austria next time out, next week on Sunday. But anyway, it's a break week for GT Sport. Oh, so there's a break week for GT Sport, so no action next week, I believe, if I am correct. So no, nothing's happening. But in 2 weeks' time, around one week and 8 days, 9-10 days until the main league starts. And for this week, that was crazy. Weekend league, crazy. But nevertheless, thank you guys, and I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.